that goes to a whole lot further than this recent last 50 years of administration. We fought the Chinese once. Ended in a tie. Where? Korea. Drove the North Koreans all the way back across the Yalu River into China. And we just kind of hung out there. And then a couple million Chinese soldiers came over one night and drove us all the way back to the 30th parallel where it all started. And then we stopped. And we had a stalemate. Technically, that war, peace treaty's never been signed. Actually, didn't they just do that? Oh, maybe they
Like
just signed
a
that.
couple years, like maybe like a year or two ago,
right?
yeah.
I don't know that we signed it. I just think North Korea and South Korea signed it.
Yeah, North Korea and South Korea.
Yeah.
But I don't think we signed it.
Trade and the thing. Now, I like to go ahead and use that time for you to just go ahead and start using your things, ask questions. But if you dedicate the whole time to talk to your friend and chat to your friend and don't do the stuff, you're going to miss those 30 minutes. You're going to just go ahead and complete 2 pages in those 30 minutes. If you just follow the directions, and then you only have 2 more, and then that's it.
Do you know
And then
what
just do a drawing.
the
And it's no
last
art
thing I
class,
had
but
to
you can
put on
just
here
prove
was?
something. Okay? And again, I like to give you that so that way you can have. And but it is your responsibility too to make sure that you take your time wisely and then make sure that you use your time, pace
doing
yourself.
monkey.
So I don't mind your talking, but make sure that you complete. And I'm going to show you where is it at, so then that way you can see. See.
Do you have any tape?
See.
Who commented that? Oh.
Would shift out in the amount that they can consume. It doesn't mean that they can produce more than they could before, but they can get more than before because of trade. Now you'll learn a whole lot more about this, and you'll learn about something called comparative advantage. Make sure to watch this video, it's going to help you out. Now let's get back to shifting the production possibilities curve. I'm going to give you 4 examples, and I want you to figure out what happens to the production possibilities curve for consumer goods and capital goods. Now, quick reminder. Consumer goods are made for direct consumption, like pizza. Capital goods are made for indirect consumption, so it's like an oven. So capital goods are tools and machinery to produce consumer goods. For each one of these scenarios, draw a separate production possibilities curve and show what happens in each one of the situations. Number 1, what if we have faster computers and better technology? For number 2, what if a country's power plants were destroyed and so it had a decreased amount of electricity they could produce? For number 3, what if there was an increase in the number of people who were unemployed and there was a recession in the economy? And number 4, what if there's an increase in education? Make sure to pause this video and I'll go over the answers. For number 1, if we have new computers and better
And
technology.
this helps you guys directly right now because you can mess your credit score up right now very easily. Okay? It's kind of like your GPA. It's very hard to make good grades and keep your GPA at a 4.0. It's very easy to drop from a 4.0 to a 3.0, correct? If you have one bad semester, you're going to drop like a rock. And then it's a hell of a lot harder to crawl back up to where you were than it is to drop it. Credit score is kind of the same way. It's very easy to destroy it. Simple. Don't do what you're supposed to do financially and you will. Okay? But it's easy to prevent that from happening. And that's something you need to learn now. This is one of those things I actually enjoy talking about because it's something you will use whether or not you study economics down the road. So let's talk about things that will screw your credit up. Do you think this is history of timely payments, good or bad for your credit?
Good.
They make their money gathering information from people we do business with and selling it to banks, merchants, insurance companies, and employers. And they use it to make judgments about our creditworthiness and reliability. But now the reliability of the industry is being questioned in an 8-year Federal Trade Commission study to be released tomorrow. John Leibowitz is the chairman.
Here's what we found. Some pretty troubling information. 1 out of 5 Americans has an error on their credit report. And 1 out of 10 has an error on their credit report that might lower their credit score.
I'm trying to think of another industry where a 20% error rate would be acceptable. That's a pretty high error rate.
It's a pretty high error rate.
I think the more we look at this, and the more the American people know about this, the madder they're going to get.
Ohio Attorney General Mike
people are made to come out there and watch the parade. That's what you said. That's the Glasses, the Germans. Those are real weapons, by the way. Intervention. Followed by
Next.
and mark it as the least. And these are split. Market, mixed, command. Traditional economies no longer exist in the world. Cassie. False. Taxes only exist in command economies. Asha. False. Mixed economies have the greatest level of government intervention. False. False. All right. Probably worth living mixed. Questions about what we talked about today? We
You
just
guys watch, you have to. Everybody doing okay today?
Yep.
Yeah. Good. I felt like crap the last 3 days, like terrible. I always thought I was in a bad mood and cranky. And,
Yeah, me too.
I think I was. I think
It
I
was
must
just
have been
bad.
like, you know, sometimes you get sick, but you don't like show symptoms.
I mean, it's what it is.
Yeah.
And then you like, it's like your body's fighting something off. So like, I woke up like yesterday morning, like, you know, just like phlegm, like when you blow your nose and a little bit of blood. Something like that's, yeah, it had to be something other than nasty, right? That's not good, is it? But you know, you get sinus infections and stuff like that. You don't feel like.
and upper respiratory
I don't know.
infection. But
I don't think 100%, but better than it was. News show.
You have an upper respiratory infection. Well, yeah, we'll tell you you have an upper respiratory infection.
Is this gonna be a good news
Really
show for
strong
you
medicine
guys?
that'll put you to sleep for a good.
A good.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not even there. You know, like sometimes the color, I thought maybe the formatting rule applied to just like that one aspect of it.
I go to data, chapter 5.
What if you highlight home?
So that's decent. I'm gonna go ahead and close this right here. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to just continue on. So we adjusted quite a few of these selectors. It says make any other adjustment for selectors if you like. Then save your work and close your classes page. All right, so we got through the hard stuff, I think. Next, we're going to just basically open some data files, and it looks like we're going to save them as pages, so you'll have full pages. So next, I'm going to open up 513. I can go to the U drive. I can go to raw. I can go to data. Chapter 5.
Loading.
take out your vocabulary. Right.
Can I go to my Spanish teacher?
No. Can't let you go to another class during the clock. Not gonna happen. Sure as hell not gonna happen in football. You know. That's, sorry, dude. See something that just terrifies the crap out of me. It looks like a grown man playing college athletics. Just
No way.
Swear to God, that kid's 18 years old. Turns 19 in like a month. Wins 18-1 and meets 4 goals. And that tells us, yeah, we beat the hell out of something that sucks, but we didn't do what we needed to do. We didn't play the way we need to play. If that makes sense. That's our goals for this year.
And do you do that every year?
I've done it every year except for my very first year. We set the goals. We set ours last week.
You all have the same goals for every game?
Yeah, same ones. Games are on going down the left-hand side. Goals are going across the top.
What happened to the stuff that was up there? You take it
What?
down? What happened to the stuff that was up there? Did you take it down?
What do you mean? What would go up there?
No, you had stuff up there, like that hat.
Yeah, I took it down.
Oh,
She married into like the ISIS group.
yeah. And then
in
she
the
came
process
back.
of doing all that, she's basically like on her social media stuff, death to America, da, 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 you know, whatever the ISIS lines are. Well, she then got there and I guess realized it wasn't all that she hoped it was going to be after researching it and talking to people online. So she like fled ISIS, is in like some kind of refugee camp in whatever country. And now she wants to come back to America.
Isn't it in the UK? I thought it was in the UK.
She's from the UK.
That might be a whole different girl.
Well,
This
it's
one's
same
from
thing.
Alabama.
The same thing happened just
She
now
fled
with
to
the
Syria
girl
to join
from...
the ISIS terror group.
Oh yeah, because the girl from the UK had her baby in the refugee camp, and now she's like, please let me
Yeah.
back in.
This one is.
But now I've got that exactly on here, so now I'm locked. It fits perfectly on my backdrop layer. The last thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and turn these layers on and off. So you can see if I turn that on and off, what's up with it. This one right here, the reason I'm turning it off, I can always see what's on the layer by clicking it on and off with the eyeball. Okay, so layer 1, I know that's my title. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on layer 1. I'm going to name it title. Layer 2, I don't know what it is yet. Oh, found my red ball. So I'm going to double click red ball. Same thing, layer 3. I already know that's the green ball, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. Green ball. And make sure I didn't save this.
Are willing to produce more of a product at each enterprise productivity
Motivated?
Motivated, well-trained workers from cost productivity to go up and